UFC champions of today hail from all corners of the globe.
We have a sport with some of the best athletes in the world competing here in this octagon.
Represent the new level of dominance.
This is the highest level of mixed martial arts talent we have ever seen.
Required to claim the sport's greatest prize.
UFC champion of the world!
Oh! Combined, they share an astounding record of 200 wins and only 15 losses.
Nurmagomedov 28-0. The winning streak is 16. Volkanovski 22-1.
A differential indicating that UFC gold is reserved for those who can remain nearly perfect.
This is how good you have to be. You gotta be good at jiu-jitsu. There's the tap. Good with takedowns. Woo! Good at wrestling.
Oh my goodness.
And perfect in your striking. Oh! No way!
That is how you finish a fight as a champion.
Because that is the level. And that's the bar set. Just perfection.
And the promotion's next headliner will feature a pair of undefeated middleweights who are exactly that. Perfect.
Israel Adesanya is the most sophisticated striker we've ever seen in the sport.
He's one of the best that steps foot in the octagon, and he always wants to take on the biggest challenges.
The challenger is Paulo Costa.
On the short list of the scariest knockout artists in the UFC at present, enter Paulo Costa.
A 13-0 Brazilian-born finisher who marches down his opposition with unwavering confidence.
I believe on my power.
Excellent shot to the body here from Borrachinha.
Borrachinha poured it on!
I believe on my striking.
Post is teeing off on him.
Down goes home!
Wow!
Brazil's got a middleweight contender.
And my goal is become a champion.
I just come here to take my belt.
The champion is Israel Adesanya. Nigerian-born and New Zealand-made, who stands 19-0.
Oh my goodness.
Huge right. Knockout for Adesanya now.
Unafraid of the challenger's imposing frame.
It's just aesthetics. Compare the arsenal he has to my arsenal.
That's technique, ladies and gentlemen.
We're not the same.
Israel Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights.
In just a few short years, the last style bender has taken over the sport.
I'm a bona fide star. I know I've got the it factor.
With flash and charisma, matched by finesse and power.
Boom! Left hook right on the chin.
Israel Adesanya is the best middleweight on planet Earth.
Acosta aims to take everything he has on September 26th.
We will be a new champion of the world, Paulo Costa.
Paulo Costa does it again!
Wow.
This kid's coming, man.
I will remain the undisputed UFC middleweight champion.
I'm gonna up. Leave me la Costa. I'll see you soon, boy.
The co-main event features a second world championship bout with the vacant light heavyweight belt up for grabs.
Someone's gonna have to rise.
As former title challenger Dominic Reyes
Dominic Reyes is for real, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that.
battles Polish finisher Jan Blachowicz.
Polish power! Jan Blachowicz!
But before the MMA leader returns to Fight Island, first, it's time for UFC 253 Countdown. A lesser-known metropolitan neighbor of Belo Horizonte is home to one of Brazil's most state-of-the-art training facilities. Erected by former fighter Carlos Borracha Jr. for the purpose of training his younger brother and UFC middleweight contender, Paulo Costa.
Só começa nas costas. Se for uma montada contínua 100 quilos, guarda, começa assim, exatamente. Bora, vamos lá. Se equilibra, se equilibra. Continua, continua, continua. Vamos ajustar, bora, continua. Isso, boa, garoto, isso. Puxa a cabeça, levanta o quadril. Boa, muito bom.
I love to train for my brother Borracha, Carlos Borracha.
Leva o braço pra dentro, tem que levar o braço pra dentro. Vamos. Isso, vai quebrar a postura dele agora. Isso, isso.
I was a kid when I started training with him, and he's very talented black belt on jiu-jitsu.
Isso, boa, boa. Continua. Boa reposição.
Everything that I learned comes from him.
Cabeça no chão, moço. A primeira academia nossa era uma sala muito pequena mesmo. Não tinha nem janela, para você ter ideia. Simulávamos ali um octógono com um saco de pancada, com a parede que a gente tinha mesmo. Então era tudo realmente bem no improviso. E mesmo assim a gente conseguiu treinar e o Borrachinha foi campeão no maior evento da América Latina, que foi o Jungle Fight.
The Jungle Fight promotion has developed many of Brazil's greatest UFC athletes. Founded by jiu-jitsu legend Walid Ismail, who has cultivated most of the country's hottest prospects.
All my best fighters, 90% go to UFC.
O Jungle Fight, ele é feito para levantar o esporte no Brasil, para dar oportunidade a todos.
Fabrício Verdun fought in the first Jungle Fight.
Oh, nice combination there, Lance.
Was UFC champion.
The new heavyweight champion of the world, Fabrício Verdun.
Lyoto Machida fought in the first Jungle Fight.
Wow, look at the power from Lyoto.
Was UFC champion.
Viva Brazil, Lyoto Machida.
Renan Barão.
Renan Barão, the bantamweight champion of the world.
José Aldo.
The King of Rio, José Aldo Jr.
Davidson Figueiredo.
Davidson Figueiredo, he's the new flyweight champion of the world.
Arnaldo Paulo Costa.
Uma salva de palmas para Paulo Borrachinha. É a luta do peso médio para você. Foi bem, esperto, travou a perna esquerda, botou a luta para baixo. Vai para cima, bate firme, bate forte. Aí é fim de papo, aí é fim de luta.
In the first fight he asked for the belt.
Paulo Henrique Borrachinha pedindo cinturão.
I told him, man, your first fight to ask for the belt, you crazy? I'm gonna be champion, you gonna see. And he was Jungle Fight champion.
É o Jungle Fight, o maior evento de MMA da América Latina. Agora para valer. Olha só o Groundeball. Bom momento para Paulo Borrachinha. Paulo Borrachinha é o novo detentor do cinturão peso médio interino. Vitória e cinturão para Paulo Borrachinha.
UFC newcomer Paulo Borrachinha enters the octagon with a finishing rate of 100%, all of them in round one.
And when he went to UFC, on the first fight was the beautiful knockout.
Paulo Borrachinha, lighting up the masses in Fortaleza.
And say, I'm gonna be champion. I'm gonna be a UFC champion.
And what a way to make an impression on UFC fans around the world.
Of course, it was a dream to me to become part of UFC and to get the belt of UFC.
People in Brazil and beyond wicked excited about this man.
For sure, this is a big dream.
Paulo Borrachinha has done it! A Brazilian star is born tonight.
Eu acho que me credencia a pular logo para os top 10.
You know, we're always looking for the next Brazilian star, and this guy has all the prerequisites for it.
Paulo Costa does it again!
We have many legends of this sport, but now is a new time, and I will be the next legend from Brazil in UFC.
Paulo Costa has this feeling about him, like you're looking at a guy who's a future champion.
Down goes Hall! Brazil's got a middleweight contender, Paulo Costa.
I'm here to show all my potential. I go to the belt in short time.
4 knockouts in 4 UFC fights put the undefeated Costa within reach of the middleweight belt.
I would submit to you that we won't know how good Costa is until we see him against the division's elite.
And a 3-round war with Cuban Olympian Yoel Romero would punch his ticket to title contention.
Oh! Got him!
He clipped him!
He's hurt! Oh! He got him! Knockdown for Romero!
Back and forth, he clipped it.
I bring my best for this fight. I just come here to take my belt.
Paulo Costa is gonna be the next world champion.
There's no reason to doubt this man now.
You can write down.
A big statement for all the other people in the middleweight division. This young man's for real.
Kid's coming.
The theatrics are on. The crowd is massive. What a moment tonight for Israel Adesanya.
He is 17-0, but tonight he figures to be facing his stiffest challenge to date as Israel Adesanya takes on Robert Whittaker.
Mere weeks after Costa's victory over Romero, he would travel to Australia to see the champion he would face next. and witnessed a middleweight unification bout for the ages between interim champ Israel Adesanya and reigning king Robert Whittaker.
Israel Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights! Even in his moment, he acknowledges the undefeated Brazilian as his next challenger, Paulo Costa.
He told you he would beat Robert Whittaker. He just did that. He said that he would be a worldwide star, and Israel Adesanya is that right now.
Israel Adesanya knew Paulo Costa was next in line to challenge for the belt. But for the African-born kickboxer from New Zealand, a long reign as middleweight king was a destiny reserved only for himself.
Oh, snap. Cool. Hey, man.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Destiny, that's a funny word. Because you get to where you want to get to, and then you realize, cool, now what?
I have a question. The Suicide Squad comics, do you have them?
Yes.
Yeah, can you show me where they are?
I'm the champ now, you know? But nothing's changed. I'm still me. Just more money, more notoriety. I just hide in plain sight.
And this is like all the individual characters, like their own little side stories?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a humble yet approachable guy. If you met him in a bar, you'd happily chat with him, unaware that, you know, he could probably kill you. That's kind of how we present ourselves coming out of this country. So there's 2.
Yeah.
There's only 5 volumes in total.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so just one more I have to find.
Yeah.
Easy.
Being famous is weird because I've lived most people's regular life. I've been there. I was working the 9 to 5, looking out the window every smoke going, just like one day.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Cool. Thanks a lot. See you later.
The UFC's undefeated middleweight champion is one of a kind.
Stop! Please.
Don't worry.
And since the dawn of his athletic journey, the unapologetic Adesanya was primed to conquer the combat sports world on his own terms.
When I'm having fun, I'm the best in the world.
So here is Israel Adesanya as he hits the big show here in Perth.
That is a great debut. We knew he had striking skills and no shortage of confidence.
Like even me dancing, you know, I'm not trying to be cool. I'm just trying to be me. I'm trying to express.
Few fighters have had as much hype as Israel Adesanya.
That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That's technique. That's the last style bender, folks.
And I want to be the guy that took out everyone, so when it's all said and done, they'll be like, man, he fought everybody.
Here we go, folks. Israel Adesanya against the future UFC Hall of Famer Anderson Silva. Israel Adesanya and Kelvin Gastelum. One man becomes the UFC interim middleweight champion.
He fought everybody that he could, and he's the one. He's the GOAT.
Final 10 seconds. Gastelum goes down.
He's the greatest of all time.
I was ready for war. I told y'all, I'm the champion. Let's go.
He has taken this sport by storm. He moves every needle, celebrity and otherwise, that you would want him to move.
Some guys just have it, that thing that draws people to them, that makes them want to watch.
Adesanya capped off an impeccable UFC resume with his knockout victory over Robert Whittaker.
Whittaker nearly out on his feet. Adesanya trying to close it out.
And true to his goal of beating the very best, Adesanya would immediately seek the most dangerous threat to his newly captured world title.
You know who's next. I got this overly inflated balloon animal. This heavy-ass Ricky Martin wannabe. Trust me, when I'm done with him, he'll really look like Ricky Martin. Watched.
The world witnesses the greatness tonight. Your new undisputed middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya.
In early 2020, UFC middleweight contender Paulo Costa was primed to challenge reigning king Israel Adesanya. until a lingering injury sidelined Costa. And the champ refused to wait.
Is there truth to any rumors to Paulo Costa being injured?
Yeah, he's out for 8 months.
I did a surgery on my left arm, but I'm almost ready to start my training.
We are working on something else with Israel right now.
UFC middleweight champion of the world.
UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya wants to defend his title against Yoel Romero next.
Yoel Romero!
That is an aggressive, powerful man.
This man can explode and end you in that octagon. He is the scariest dude on this UFC roster.
You have a guy who's a champion who wants the hardest fight possible. Whoever calls out Romero in a situation where you could completely avoid him?
No one asked to fight Yoel, and I said, I want to fight the baddest in there. So we called him out.
Adesanya's decision to remain active would see him headline a blockbuster event in Las Vegas.
See you soon.
One that unfolded as a celebration of his flourishing superstardom.
In just 2 years, Israel Adesanya has emerged as an undeniable, iconic force that has captured the attention of millions of fight fans around the world.
I'm a bona fide star. I know I've got the it factor.
Newsflash, he's awesome.
I'm telling you, man, this guy don't got gas tank like me. Let's go!
We're seeing a truly special talent who only has even more in the tank and tricks to show us that we haven't seen.
I had extreme confidence in myself for that fight.
All I'm doing.
This kid wants to prove that he's the baddest man out there.
Because it was ESPN, it was all hyped up.
We're getting to watch two of the best middleweights.
There's an epic encounter that's happening tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's a big night.
The hype gives way to the action.
And then he just stood there.
Look at Yoel. What's he doing?
I was like, okay.
He's just giving you something to think about.
Well, MMA is the theater of the unpredictable.
I kind of applaud him for it because in this game, you have to throw something at your guy that they've never seen before, sometimes to shock them. And I've never seen that before.
So 2 minutes have gone by. Yoel Romero has not attempted a strike.
I kind of went against my better judgment and I attacked from the center rather than from the outside.
Oh!
And he countered me with the overhand left.
And that's the problem. Right. The moment Izzy got in the range, he got stung. I mean, that was crazy.
Izzy blinking out that left eye. He's touched it a couple times.
That moment right there in the first round alone shows me he wasn't ready. He wasn't there to fight. He was there hoping he would catch me. And you catch me once, you're not going to catch me with the same again.
Izzy will not allow him to do this for 5 rounds. He's evading those big strikes now from Romero. Starting to fight better.
Oh, whack to the ribs.
Izzy's mixing up his kicks, throwing them high, throwing them low. You can see the damage on the legs of Yoel Romero.
The legs don't lie.
Oh!
I picked him apart, and I was hoping to touch him a little more. But unfortunately, it's hard to engage with someone who doesn't want to dance. I did what I had to do in fight. I touched him up, and still.
UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender.
Although the first successful defense of his title did not happen as Adesanya had originally envisioned, he accepts the experience as one that any great champion must endure.
In any movie or any documentary, you can't just have, oh, everything's going great. Yeah, oh, his career's so awesome. And
that's what we're working on, the off-the-mark shot. Boom.
You look at someone like McGregor's documentary, the valley was when he lost to Diaz, and then he came back and became double champ.
That's it, right over there, center line. Good.
But for me, fighting Yoel, like, that was the valley.
Pressure him, Sese. Nice.
This next one, it's gonna be like a bull in a matador.
Don't let him think too much.
Either I'm gonna get gored, or the bull's gonna get stabbed.
Time.
The same night Adesanya defeated Romero, Paulo Costa would immediately reclaim the spotlight and put the champ on notice.
This guy is so afraid. Get out of there, man. I'm ready. Afraid.
Adesanya is the most shameful champion I have ever seen in my life.
He's nothing. He's nothing. I will destroy him.
I will hit him so badly. He will cry inside the cage.
Next up for you is Paulo Costa, which will be a much different fight.
If you come right here, follow me real quick. If you look, the buffoonist ignoramus is left.
Bro, Israel, I'm gonna erase you, bro. Trust me, bro. You come, I very punch, strong. Oh my God.
I've had over 100 fights in my lifetime. I've had over 80 kickboxing fights. And this guy's gonna actually come forward and try and with me. Well, I'm gonna this up. Leave la Costa. I'll see you soon, boy.
Adesanya's title bout with Romero was the last UFC fight with fans in attendance, before crowds were deemed unsafe for live events, and in some regions, even gyms.
We as MMA gym owners, we're trying to figure this out as we go.
A lot of these gyms, fighters are going to want to train because they want to get paid.
It's a little tricky. You know, you still got to get to a gym and train, so I think the fighters are going to be compromised.
But middleweight contender Paulo Costa eliminated crowding from his gym long before the COVID-19 pandemic. And with the title shot against Adesanya now booked for September 26th, training camp resumes as usual.
E aí, moçada? Valente.
Meu time.
E aí, Badola?
Vamos.
E aí, Felipe?
Beleza.
E aí, Lucas?
Tudo bem?
E aí, Atila?
He make his camp around him. He is the center of the camp. It's the new way for you be the champion. You don't need to go for the big teams. You need to have a full team focus on you.
Para a borracha, Badola. Vamos lá. 3, 2, 1. 20 segundos. Foi. Pau. Bora.
Everyone's been trying to adapt their training and their fight preparation as we go through this pandemic. How have you been able to stay on track?
Everything is going very well here. Everybody around me here on the gym, we are training very well, hard. Everybody here is very good, the best on the game.
Vamos. Vamos.
And I train the same way I make my fights. Very hard.
10 segundos finais. Não cai, não cai, não cai, não cai, Henrique, não cai. Boa, 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 boa. Potência, solta, solta, solta. Isso.
That's why I get so confident. You need to come to fight, not stand there and wait for guys, you know, like you did.
Who stood there and wait? I didn't stand there and wait. He stood there and wait. I came to fight. Get your facts right. Understand. Talk to your coach.
In order to take the belt at UFC 253,
o ritmo intenso o tempo todo, isso.
Team Costa is planning to do to Adesanya what Romero could not.
Basicamente, o nosso treinamento está sendo focado para
vamos
caçar o Adesanya. Se ele parar, vai passar por cima dele. Se ele correr, vamos caçar ele e vamos nocautear.
Ele tem vontade de amassar, de machucar, de vencer essa luta.
Connection for Romero.
Eu acredito que ele vai conseguir nocautear o Adesanya e até vai parecer ser fácil para os outros isso daí.
Isso, 5 segundos, 3 segundos, 2 segundos, 1.
I not just stand up there, wait for him.
Where is it in its natural habitat?
I will go take that belt.
His best excuse is run away. And I will bring the fight, I will bring the war against you also.
Just in case you forgot.
Bye, Adesanya. See you soon.
Undefeated UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya has been relishing in the spotlight since he first joined the promotion. In the week of his last title defense, saw Adesanya grace the cover of EA Sports UFC 4.
Quite all set.
I didn't mean I was joking.
Alongside fellow fan favorite Jorge Masvidal.
I would have loved to be on it by myself, but it was cool to have Jorge on there because he's a vet of the game as well. And there's a mutual respect there.
Man, this had to be like in a movie.
Both of them have really come to the limelight in a major way, and most importantly, the game that we're building in UFC 4 really, really matches the personalities and the personas that Israel and Jorge both have.
The reception has been great from the fans, and I was really excited because I've played all the games, you know, and even when I made my UFC debut, some guy made a mock-up of me on the cover of the game, and I remember I thought that's gonna happen. I'm gonna make that happen as a champ. And what did I do? Made it happen as a champ. It's just fantasies to reality, isn't it? It's the only way you can ever play me.
Defeating Israel Adesanya is a feat no man has ever accomplished in MMA. So Paulo Costa and his camp are adjusting preparations accordingly.
Dessa vez, a diferença é que nós estamos pegando os pontos específicos do adversário. Trouxemos vários atletas na envergadura do Adesanya, né, no tamanho do Adesanya.
Eu sou o Vanderlei, conhecido como Toquinho. Tenho 26 anos, sou campeão de Muay Thai. Eu sou o Atila Megatron. Tenho 29 anos, sou campeão de Jiu-Jitsu e boxe também.
Towering training partners emulate what Adesanya will bring to the UFC 253 title bout with Costa.
Borrachinha esperto, tá?
And the progress is abundantly clear.
Faço uma técnica diferente, amanhã já não consigo fazer a mesma, porque ele evolui muito rápido, ele pega as coisas muito rápido.
Isso, só brincando com a mão da frente, isso. Eu já tive essa direita. Ei, emenda com gancho. Cuida com a mesma mão, não, cuida com a mesma mão. Ei, 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 isso. 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 Aí vai emendando.
O que eu faço num dia no outro já não dá pra fazer, eu tenho que improvisar, tenho que pegar o ritmo dele, senão ou pego o ritmo ou vai nessa.
Isso aí!
Paulo hoje é um cara completo, já tem todas as qualidades pra vencer o Adesanya e só vai ser tempo só.
Paulo! Boa, garoto! 20 segundos!
I can put him down, I can also knock him out. We will start the fight, go forward. Catch him and finish.
Hey.
Preparation is equally key for the perfect champion. And Israel Adesanya has long had sights set on the unbeaten challenger that awaits.
He's fought human punching bags his whole career. He's never fought a guy who was as technically sound as I am and who was as technically unsound as I am.
That's the thing about his arsenal. He can do so many things.
I've been doing this for a long time. I've faced many bulls in my past, but yeah, this is a different kind of bull. And I want him limp on the ground, like out. That's how I visualize the fight going.
He knows what he's doing. Everything has a purpose. Every decision has a destination. And to this point, everything has gone according to plan.
On September 26th, Costa and Adesanya put strategy into practice. As unbeaten middleweight talents go toe-to-toe for the undisputed world title.
He's afraid. When I go inside the cage, I will not wait for him. I will go inside and hit him very badly.
And you say you're gonna bring the fight, right? Cool, bring that in my name. I'm the champ, understand that.
Good things are coming.
This is a moment. This is what dreams are made of.
And I'm excited.
Costa says, come get some.
Now I will give for him my message inside the octagon.
This is what everybody wanted to see, this fight right here.
There is an eternal debate in mixed martial arts about which fighter is the greatest of all time. A debate which most frequently awards that distinction to Jon Jones.
He is the present and he is the future, and he might be the greatest talent that we've ever seen in the UFC.
The youngest champ in UFC history, tower over light heavyweight adversaries.
Every time Jones fights, he puts his status as all-time great on the line.
Dominating them with unimaginable athleticism and enchanting creativity.
He has done that over and over and over again against the best light heavyweights on the planet Earth.
Getting his hand raised in 15 consecutive title bouts. But in rare moments, Jones's aura of invincibility waned, and his most recent outing against an undefeated upstart from Southern California proved once again that the king of combat sports was indeed human.
Dominic Reyes was hoping to hear his name called at the NFL draft. It did not happen. Oh my goodness, it's over. He made a quick pivot to mixed martial arts, and holy cow. He believes in this light heavyweight division that he is the best in the world. He wants a chance to prove that against Jon Jones.
Dominic Reyes, another first-round finish. Pure domination by Dominic Reyes. Oh!
That's it! Remarkably, he has ascended to be the top contender in this division.
Oh! Early knockout for Reyes! Oh, it's over!
Oh! Lineman's out! And if you were looking for a result to make people want to see you fight Jon Jones for the title, can't do much better than that.
And I think what's important about this fight is he needs someone like Dominic Reyes to bring out the best in him. I think he needs a real threat, and I think Dominic Reyes poses that real threat. This is what I want to see. I want to see Jon Jones threatened. I want to see him tested, and that's what we're here for tonight.
Jon Jones and Dominic Reyes are about to engage.
It was definitely different, fighting the greatest of all time.
Oh, they're getting after it right away. Oh, high kick.
It was one of those, all right, let's see what you're really made of here, kid. Let's see what you got.
Oh, big left hand by Reyes lands on the money.
Oh, nasty left hand.
Oh, now the punches are landing. Not a lot of times you've seen Jon Jones sit down like that.
Good kick to the body.
Nice.
Good left hand. Dominic Reyes is for real, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Look at that.
Ooh. Nice kick by Jones there.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, my goodness.
Jones retreats.
He's on him.
Oh.
The thing that surprised me most about the fight was how locked in I was. How I could see everything coming.
Dominic looks confident and calm here in the biggest fight of his life.
Oh, big shot.
I outstruck him, and he knew it. And he was like, man, the only way I'm going to win this fight is if I try to take this guy down.
Nice uppercut.
Good uppercut by Reyes.
And that was shocking. I made Jon shoot.
And there's the
shot. Nice shot.
He's
That's
in
it.
deep. He is in deep. Look at that.
Wow, he dragged him up. Nice defense by Reyes. That shows how strong he is.
Look at that elbow over the top by Dominic Reyes in the clinch.
Nice kick.
Ooh, look at this.
Right, nice and clean, nice and clean.
And that's the most I've seen Jones hit in a long time. I think Reyes is up in this fight right now, but he is getting tired, and we'll see how these championship rounds show up more than anything right here. This is where fights are won.
Let's go, guys.
Nice right hook. That one hurt his eye.
Oh.
Left hand by Reyes lands.
Oh, high kick.
Nice.
Beautiful left hook from Jones.
Outstanding shot by Jones.
Big fourth round for Jon Jones.
Before the fifth, it was like one more and you're world champion, bro. Just one more.
I know you're tired, but this is 5 minutes. You just got to dig deep, bro. Keep your hands up. You got this.
Might come down to this round, so I need everything you've got. All that positive energy, I need all of that for 5 minutes of hell. You understand me?
It all comes down to this.
It really does. I mean, this could be the deciding round in the fight.
What an athletic, urgent shot from Jon Jones now.
And he's got the lock, and he's going to pull him down. And these are the things that make a difference to the judges.
Dominic's got to dig deep.
And the cardio of Jon Jones, just incredible. Great output here late in the fight. Pretty good left from Reyes. Beautiful body kick from Jones.
Oh, nice left hand by Reyes. Ooh, left hand by Jon.
Dominic Reyes eats a heel to the midsection there. He's trying to change the course of UFC history. Dominic Reyes and Jon Jones go the 25-minute distance tonight.
Boy, this one in the hands of the judges, wow.
Bouncing back from defeat is essential for growth in any endeavor. which Reyes and his brother Alex have known full well since they came of age as multi-sport athletes in the California desert.
Dealing with defeat, you grow.
All right, bro, let's go.
If you want to dwell on your losses, and you're effing up big time. I've lost many different sports, many different big events in my life. I've lost people. Loss is loss. You gotta turn the page and move forward.
He went out there and put on a show and took it to John, like no one has before. Let's go, champ. I knew and I told him, man, someday you're gonna have the belt. Doesn't matter who has it, we're going after it, and we're gonna look for that finish.
Dominic Reyes came so very close to wresting the title away from John Jones.
All that fight did for me was level me up to this level that I didn't even think I had in me.
Dominic Reyes is going to come out of this fight a better fighter.
Going forward, I'm finishing fights.
Dominic Reyes is just getting started.
One day closer, one day closer. That's right, champ.
After narrowly defending his title for an 11th time, John Jones returned home to Albuquerque, New Mexico, where 1 week later, he would witness light heavyweight contenders compete.
From Poland, the 6th-ranked light heavyweight contender, Jan Blachowicz.
With sights set on next challenging for his belt.
Corey Anderson and Jan Blachowicz, John Jones on hand, perhaps scouting his next opponent. Still to be determined here tonight.
Jan Blachowicz, he has some big names on his resume, and right now he finds himself right in the spot that you want to be as a contender trying to earn a title shot.
Oh, big right! Anderson's down and out! Polish power! Jan Blachowicz knocks out Corey Anderson! And he does it with John Jones sitting in the front row.
After his knockout victory in New Mexico, Polish finisher Jan Blachowicz established himself as a light heavyweight contender and surefire superstar back home.
Wiele osób mówi, że to jest najważniejsza walka w historii polskiego MMA. Czy ty się z tym zgodzisz? Bo...
No tak, ale to Asia przecierała te szlaki. To dzięki niej, przede wszystkim dzięki niej ludzie, ona jest, będzie i tą królową.
Balancing UFC success with training camp and personal life is no easy task. So for that, Blachowicz leans on his fiancée, Dorota.
Najważniejsze jest to, żeby w dniu walki o danej godzinie, żeby wtedy to wszystko, wiesz, miało ręce i nogi. No ale jest okej. I'm talking to you. Ozzy, give him a kiss.
Aww, you mean. In Jan's team, I'm not just a crazy fan, but I'm also his manager.
She is my manager because I know her very well. I know that she's not gonna cheating me.
You don't know.
He just, she just do a great job, and that's it. All money stay at home, and we can, invest for our life. No już dobrze. We do this together. It's our success, not only mine. It's gonna be great when we finish everything here.
Oh, that's true.
On Poland's regional pro MMA circuit, Blachowicz was a multiple-time light heavyweight champion.
It's great to have top Polish and European light heavyweight Jan Blachowicz finally make his UFC debut.
But in the world's leading promotion, title shots don't come with ease.
Blachowicz has got to be careful. Get out of the pocket.
Oh, another one of those low calf kicks. You see Blachowicz actually switching stances.
Manuel comes forward with that big left hook.
When I step to the octagon, I feel that I'm small again,
Oh, look at this!
But after 1 minute in the octagon, I start feeling, okay, this is my world again. Let's go, let's do this.
Jan's locked up a rear
That
naked
is
choke.
tight.
Oh,
He gets a standing guillotine.
Wow!
You know, after his last couple of victories, he really seems to have taken to the idea that he's a UFC fighter and that he belongs here now.
Oh, that looks like a tapping hand. Submission victory for Jan Blachowicz.
When the former UFC middleweight champion Luke Rockhold was in that middleweight prime, a lot of us thought this was maybe the most complete 185-pound fighter we had ever seen. Nice elbow in tight there from Blachowicz.
That was on the button, too.
Oh! Huge look from
He's out.
I think he'll at least be getting a #1 contender for that 205 belt.
After 7 emphatic wins in his last 8 fights.
And immediately staring at the champ.
The greatest male fighter in Polish MMA history was on the doorstep of achieving his ultimate goal.
You are next. Let's do this.
John Jones, Jan Blachowicz just made an absolutely humongous statement in your backyard.
What better way to make a claim for the title than to get a knockout like that? So let's do this.
As the 2020 UFC light heavyweight title picture was hanging in the balance, Poland's Jan Blachowicz anticipated that the next shot at champion John Jones could soon be his.
Oh, big right! Jan Blachowicz knocks out Corey Anderson. And immediately staring at the champ.
Until Jones decided to instead take an abrupt hiatus.
John Jones, widely considered the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the sport, took to Twitter and announced that he is vacating the UFC light heavyweight title.
He has interest in fighting at heavyweight. But at UFC 253, Dominic Reyes will fight Jan Blachowicz for the vacant light heavyweight title.
As the now former champion John Jones departs, Dominic Reyes shifts his focus to the vacant belt and the new opponent gunning for the same prize.
The only thing I think about all day is fighting Jan, and I watch film and I'm obsessing about it all day long. And bringing in Nick is huge.
I'm gonna go with the guy that looks like Jan. Look at the camera, Jan. My name's not Jan.
Yeah,
whatever, Jan.
Let's go.
For the title bout with Blachowicz, Reyes has brought in former UFC light heavyweight Nick Roerich.
Nick Roerich, he's 7-0.
Moved out to Colorado after he helped a friend train for an amateur fight, and at that point, he was addicted. He was in, and that was it.
Who brings a particular look and feel that other training partners can't.
Not only is he, an awesome training partner, he mimics Jan extremely well.
Nice, keep those feet under you. Stay sharp, beautiful.
I'm about the same build, same size as Jan, so when he gets in there, he's used to the range. He's used to some of the looks that I see.
Keep working them angles, switching them up, having fun with you, man, looking good.
We try to capitalize on those.
Nice setup, there you go, Dom, nice.
Technically, Jan is a tougher fight than John.
Stay sharp, there you go, looking to get out, looking to find that exit.
He's a better boxer and he's a better counter fighter. The key is just movement. I move extremely well. He doesn't.
Short time, 30 seconds.
Every camp he gets better, he keeps improving. He's set himself up to be on top of the division for a long time.
Another day, another dollar.
Like Reyes, Jan Blachowicz has put thoughts of facing John Jones behind him, honing in on the vacant belt. And a victory over Reyes on September 26th would make Blachowicz the second fighter from this nation to earn a UFC title. After former strawweight champion Joanna Jędrzejczyk first put Poland on the map.
The first Polish UFC champion, the first female European UFC champion.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk has delivered the Polish power.
We have a queen of Polish MMA, which is Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and now it's time to have a king.
I tu słuchajcie, jak on się kładzie się, jak robi sprawl, on rozluźnia ten uchwyt i on skupia się, żeby nie dać nas, łapiąc za tak będziemy robić przewrót. Można stać. Polska nie miała mistrza w męskich jakby kategoriach wagowych w UFC i to jest jakby dla Janka dodatkowa mobilizacja, dodatkowa
tą pierwszą osobą, która zdobędzie pas mistrzowski w UFC, to go też niesie.
Jan's fight versus Dominic Reyes is like everything. Everyone is talking about this.
It's amazing that I can do this, not only for me, but for my country. Someone, from Poland, from small city, fight for the title shot, in the biggest organization in the world.
I promise you're gonna feel the legendary Polish power.
Blachowicz is primed for the looming title bout with Reyes, who has earned his place as well.
Dominic is really good fighter, really good kickboxer, really good stand-up fighter.
Oh! Big shot.
Really good takedown defense.
Look how strong Dominic Reyes is. Right back up to his feet.
Good cardio, young, hungry.
And showing all kinds of skills.
But I find a way how to beat him and stop him.
Oh, big right! Polish power! Jan Blachowicz sends a message.
This fight is going to be a beautiful showcase of power, skill, and technique. I'm going to smash this fool.
I believe in myself, in my power, and that's it. After the fight, Dana White gave me the title.
Heavy hitters collide to determine the new light heavyweight champion. All before unbeaten middleweights closed the show. His undisputed king, Israel Adesanya,
I'm the champion. Let's go.
faces powerful challenger, Paulo Costa.
Paulo Costa does it again! This is how you want to go about winning a UFC title.
The UFC's highly anticipated return to Fight Island on September 26th.